Right, hello everyone, welcome to a little special news announcement. I figure I should probably do a statement on all of the happenings that have been going on in the GTA world recently. So for those of you who maybe haven't heard, Take-Two, which is kind of a company that owns the rights to Grand Theft Auto 5, even though they didn't actually make the game, have issued what's called a cease and desist order to the guys behind the OpenIV modding tool, basically saying stop what you're doing, otherwise we'll take your ass to court. So the problem with that is that OpenIV is a very, very important and integral tool in gaining access to Grand Theft Auto's files for modding. Now the reason for it being banned is, in my opinion, pretty stupid, because they basically said that it's possible to use OpenIV to be able to modify the files and abuse the online gameplay, but unfortunately online hacking has existed long before OpenIV was in a position where it could be used in Grand Theft Auto 5, and once it's gone it will still be full of hackers and things, because OpenIV, quite bizarrely actually, for a developer who is under no obligation to follow these kind of process and protocols and things, OpenIV went to great lengths to make sure that you could not use anything that was modded online, or you would just get insta-banned, and they made it clear through disclaimers. They did what they could in the program itself to limit how much you could actually develop, and they went out a lot of lengths. They didn't legally at the time have to, and yet nevertheless they've been slapped with this cease and desist notice. So what it means for the moment, as far as I'm aware, it is the only program that can edit modded GTA 5 files. However, I don't know how much longer it will still be functioning. So basically, because of the cease and desist order, they are now no longer able to redistribute it. If you have it installed and do not click the option to uninstall it, you can still use it, but because development is no longer continued, it is only going to be a matter of time before it kind of pitters out. So I'm hoping to try and get my game into a very polished state, so that once OpenIV is sadly fully demised, that I'll still be in a position that I can at least present some modded videos. So I did say a couple of days back when this all kicked off that all GTA 5 series are suspended, which at the moment that is still the case, and the reason I'm saying that is still the case is I want to test it because there's been a recent update that's come out. I want to test to make sure everything's all working hunky-dory, and once that is the case, then I will unsuspend the series, because I am in a fortunate position that I can. Unfortunately, once OpenIV ceases to work, then that's kind of, it's not going to be the end of videos, but it is, it's going to be an utter pain in the ass to try and work with, particularly for adding new content, which is one of the things I really wanted to focus on, because GTA 5 is a much bigger and better platform than Grand Theft Auto 4, and as a result you've got a chance to show off so much more than you ever could with Grand Theft Auto 4 without needing to constantly replace things. You can just add it in, and it was golden. And now Take-Two have gone and pulled a very unfortunate dick move, and the community is up in arms about this. So I have in front of my screen just now the petition, which by the way I have signed, and I've also put on my website for people to sign, because I am very much against I'm very much in support of mods and very much against these actions. So I have been part of several development projects throughout the last kind of 5 years that have actually had various legal issues with their publishers, and it's just stupid, and I'll get onto that in a minute. Anyway, this petition at this time, which is 10 PM on the 16th of June, has 22,000 signatures against it, and if I jump screen to here, I have in front of me the Steam page, which has over 23,000 people have taken it to say. They've basically given it a overwhelmingly negative review on Steam as a result of them having taken away modding support. Now, my personal opinion of it is, I really don't like what they've done. I really don't like what they've done. So, Grand Theft Auto has always been a series that started being innovative around Grand Theft Auto 3 and stopped being innovative around Grand Theft Auto 3. It's been a series of fun to play once but ultimately unmemorable and unreplayable experiences. Despite that, I have countless thousands, I mean, I hate to say it, let's look it up while I'm talking. I have countless hours on Grand Theft Auto. Let's add it up. So yeah, just if you add all the Grand Theft Auto games that I play that I've ever played, adds up to just about 1,000 hours of gameplay, and that is only because of mods. Only because of mods. I think it took me about 5 hours to get through Grand Theft Auto 4, like end on end. It's not a long game. It's not a particularly sophisticated game, and ultimately I found it buggy and unmemorable. Grand Theft Auto was slightly more memorable and a lot less buggy, which was good, but ultimately I have no motivation to ever go back and revisit the campaign. So basically all of that time has only been because of mods, and most people are in the same boat. Like, online to them means nothing. It's full of hackers, it's pointless, repetitive, grindy gameplay, and they just don't like it, and they only play the Grand Theft Auto series for the mods. And we know that Rockstar have been in support of mods in the past, because they've spoken about it using their official blog. They've said, hey, look at these cool mods, which is awesome of them, but now this is just kind of all shut it down, which is an utter pain in the ass. Anyway, I'm starting to get angry, which means I can probably end up talking for quite a considerable length of time about why I'm angry, and all of that stuff. So I probably best wrap off the video here, and I will end it by saying, if you happen to have not heard about this petition, or the recent events that have been happening, I will leave the link to the petition below. Ultimately, whether or not Take-Two make any response to it whatsoever is, well, it's up in the air at the moment, but hopefully, I mean, 22,000 people is a fuckload of people, and it's a whole load of very pissed off people at this moment. So hopefully, fingers crossed, common sense will prevail, and the cease and desist order on Open4 will be removed, but at this time it is not. And shut up for ruining my video. Anyway, yes, I'm going to leave you with that. It is in the description below, and normal content will resume. What day is this? I don't know. Normal content will resume tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching this quick little, well, it's not quick anymore, this little news update regarding the recent events in Grand Theft Auto 4, and I will see you for the next video. Bye!